listen to me, thief. It ain't gonna happen, babe. All right? Until you make some serious reparations, it ain't gonna fucking happen. Not on my watch. No, ma'am. You stole from these people. And now you're trying to insert yourself into other places. Don't worry, boo. I got you blocked there too. Okay? Because this app will know that you fucking stole from people. I need y'all to tap. You stole from people. That's what you did. You made a GoFundMe. The second that you walked into that court date without a fucking attorney, it was fraudulent. Period. This app is not gonna fucking forget that you stole from people. I don't give a fuck if you think you're coming back to this app and talking about people that I can't fucking stand the sight of. It ain't gonna fucking happen. You stole from people. You owe me $200. Did you forget that? You are a thief. Not only are you a fucking thief, we're talking about this one right here. This one right here. This one. This one. Yeah, this one. The active addict, I said. All right? That thinks that she just wants people to stay in their own lane. Bitch, you stole from people. That is their lane. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me? You stole from these people, okay? And if you think that I'm just gonna fucking sit here and let you come back to this fucking app and say shit like this, you got me all the way fucked up, bitch. You got me all the way fucked up, all right? Because I promise you, all right, you want to talk about it? We could talk about it. You want to talk about this receipt that you forged with an attorney's signature on it? Is that what you want to talk about? Because if you look at this, right, y'all? And then you look at this, ain't that a bitch? You're not even smart enough, okay? You think that people were refunded? Where's my money, ho? Where's my money, ho? You got me all the way fucked up. You don't get to come back on this app and say you don't want people to stay in their lane. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. You better get to work. You got some people to pay back. These are my fucking people you stole from. You don't get to just try to pop up on another side of fucking TikTok. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Period. Okay? Remember this? You remember this? I appreciate y'all. Y'all remember this? The GoFundMe? You remember all this? Right? Where's the money that you raised for a lawyer that you never fucking retained and lied to people about? Where's that money? That's what I want to know. Where's that money? Right? Is this you? This is all you, right? You think that people forget? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I don't forget. I got the fucking memory of an elephant, and what I don't remember, Dropbox does, bitch. Okay? Remember this? You remember this? What you didn't know is this. Okay? This. Or how about all the messages with your baby daddy that I never fucking released? Why? Because they were given on a report to your local authorities. I'm not safe. I found her stash October 13, 2025. Okay? That you? This you? Is this you? I'm just wondering. Okay? This you, right? This is probably the 4th time he hit me up to get him out of there. Okay? You knew this. You keep letting her manipulate you. But real quick, what's that? What's that? This is October. You stole from people. You stole from people. My people. Big mistake. Big mistake. You don't get to come back to this motherfucker and just think that people forgot. Goose. You don't get to do that. You don't get to do that. I don't care. Listen, I don't give a fuck. If you don't want drama, bitch, you are the drama. I hate to tell you. You are the drama. You have some serious fucking... Hi, Chanel, I'm sorry. You have some serious amends to make before you even fucking think that we're just gonna sit back and let you pull some shit like that. No, ma'am. No, I don't give a shit if you're talking about Liar Boss. I do not give a fuck. You are not to talk about anybody while you're selling your ass. I have proof you were in Tallahassee while I was talking to your baby daddy, ma'am. Also, imagine going as low to dump your fucking child's tablet because you were afraid the proof was on it. You want to talk about that? You don't want to talk about that? Because there is more shit that I have never released. Because you're actively being investigated by the Attorney General of Georgia. That, I have spoken to them multiple times and provided all the proof they needed to prove that you frauded people on TikTok. While on probation, guess for what, y'all? Stealing from people. Imagine that. Imagine that. No, ma'am. Absolutely the fuck not. I don't care. I will fucking drag you until the day I die until you pay these people back. Simple. Simple. See, where you fucked up is your largest donor is one of my very good fucking friends. You don't get to do that. You don't get to just fucking come back on this app and tell people stay in your own lane. These people were good enough for you to take money from, right? That was all okay, right? You had no problem taking money from people. No, ma'am. Get up on this app and say, people were paid back. No, the fuck they weren't. Do you know how many people were denied refunds? Because I could tell you. You want me to tell you? Because guess what? It's all in this Word doc. It sure is. You better find somebody else to play with. It ain't gonna be here. It ain't gonna be me. No fucking way. No way. Hi, Luann, I'm sorry. No way. No way. You don't get to make videos saying you paid people back. No, the fuck you didn't. You ran like a little bitch. That's what you did. You ran like a little bitch and thought in some fucking, listen, in some fucked up version of reality you have because of the vent, you thought, okay, that people were going to believe that it was because of John? How'd that work out for you? You fucking stole from my supporters. That's what you did. You stole from my supporters. You could try reporting it. Even if I go down, I come right back. You do not. What up, Princess Sarah? I hope you're doing all right. And Happy New Year. I appreciate everybody. But absolutely no way. This is never going to be okay. You want to try to come back, you better fix your mistakes. And that means publicly acknowledging you never retained an attorney. You want me to play the recordings with their office? Do you want me to do that? Remember all those times you told people that your attorney was on vacation? You sure about that? Because I called their office, and surprisingly, they have a pretty decent office staff, you know, like a pretty decent sized staff. So why you could never get a receipt, allegedly, or anything of the sort, I promise you, when I turned in this statement, everything was attached. Hi, TFNY. I hope you're doing all right. I hope the dog's all right. No, ma'am. You owe people money. You don't get to come back and say, stay in your lane. The fuck? You had no problem jumping in their lane and taking money out of their pockets, right? The fuck out of here. Get out of here. Stop it, allegedly. No way. And, like, you're crazy. You're on probation. Sorry, I was looking up the doc to what was I trying to see? Oh, the refunds. Give me a second. I promise you, ma'am, that I have spoken to the Attorney General in Georgia probably 3 or 4 times. This is not behind you. This is not behind you. Sorry, y'all. I'm trying here. It's making me log in. I might have it on my phone. You're good. Yeah, she lives in Georgia. But no. This is not, what are you just gonna try to scam somebody else? Like, let's be serious here. What up, Icky? I hope you're doing all right. You stole from my people. stole from them. My supporters that trusted me. No, ma'am. We're talking about Kelly Tucker, I'm not even gonna call her a woman, but what she's listen, just pay people back, make a video and actually acknowledge the fact that you lied and stole from people. I always said I didn't support the GoFundMe. You're right, I did, because in my mind, right, when this was going, and people didn't know that this was going on in the back end, right, I knew. I was like, there's no way. A case like that, 5 litigants in 5 different states, you're looking at 150 easy. I knew that. It wasn't a secret. But when she showed up at that court date without an attorney, you proved that GoFundMe was fraud. You did. Nobody really had to do anything. You did it yourself. But I'll be damned if you think that you're going to get on this app and push the narrative that people were paid back when they were not. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Find another. No, I wouldn't say that either. Stop stealing from people. All right, because with you, it's a pattern. You stole from the boss, right? The construction company. You stole from them. You took out a fraudulent PPP loan to pay that money back, right? Yeah, you've been doing this your entire life. Your entire life. And unfortunately for Johnny, he's going to have to deal with it because he's blocked. 3 or 4 times he hit me up for help to get him out of there. And I would have. But the things that I knew in June, he knew. Johnny, as I was getting information, I was giving it to Johnny so that he could leave. And when he chose to stay, he made a choice. He's a grown man, and he's going to have to live with that choice. Okay? So, you don't get to get on this app and say that you want to stay in your own lane. No, ma'am. Maybe after you make some amends, right? My personal opinion, you might want to get sober first. I agree, Shay. But he's a grown man. He hit me up, I want to say 3, maybe 4 times to help him leave. And I would have. I would have gotten him out of there. But what I'm not going to do is stop everything I'm doing to get you out of there and you wind up staying. No. That's a you problem from this point on. But no, ma'am. You stole from people. You stole from people. I know. Right, that's when he hit me up to get him out of there. It was October. I'll tell you in a second. Hold on. Give me a second. I'm sorry. I would have. But after you come to me 3 times and ask me to get you out of there, right? And I stop everything I'm doing, and then you wind up saying, I'm not, like, I don't got time for that shit. You know? No, thank you. But I think it was October 15th. I'll tell you right now. October 13th. Hi. And this carried on. It was October 13th. That was the last time. Okay. He said he was going to the bus station. And I told him, you knew this. You knew this. You keep letting her manipulate you. And when I told him I wasn't dropping everything I was doing at that point in time to get it done, because he had already done it 3 times at that point. So after that, I told you, I'll contact you after work tomorrow. And I did that, and he ignored me. So he got blocked. Because I'm not going to keep going in these cycles. It's not my problem. Good luck. Yes. Yeah, listen, she dumped her kid's iPad, y'all. She dumped her kid's iPad. Who does that? Who dumps their child's iPad? And listen, I'm still gonna stand on her nudes shouldn't have been shared. And just because, like, I don't discuss things publicly, that doesn't mean that there's still active shit going on. But who does that? You dumped that kid's iPad 100% because there was something on it you didn't want people to see. Because it was after I started this report. You got no business getting on this app for any reason unless it's an apology and paying people back. Point blank period. You don't get to get on this app and try to rewrite history. No, absolutely not. So, if anybody, okay, we're going to want to stay away from this one, y'all. This one right here, all right? She's a thief, period, okay? This one, all right? This one, she's a thief. Nobody, do not give her money for anything because she lies. She sure does. She also has a rug problem, right? You need to see that one again because I'll show you that one too. Where is it? Sorry, y'all. Yeah, this one. Yeah. I found all her stuff. Rig and all. Okay? All right? So, just as a refresher, okay? She made a GoFundMe. This GoFundMe right here. All right? This one. Lying, which, by the way, this GoFundMe was made in April. So why does the attorney receipt say $325.25? Girl, come on. Come on. And just a reminder, you owe me $200, okay? You posted this, you fucking dummy. Repay one of one. Where's the second one? Where's the second one? You see the difference here? Where's the rest of the money? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. There are some people that might let that shit slide. It ain't gonna be me. Because it's my supporters you stole from. So maybe you should have tried to like lead off with an apology. You've been gone for 4 months. You could have been selling your ass to pay people back. The fuck? The fuck? I don't think that either though. Never, Ben's mom. Listen to me. She sent that receipt to somebody and I said, what? I couldn't even believe it. I couldn't even believe it. Also, just in case you weren't here, okay, let me do this. Is this still on? Okay. I appreciate it all. Sorry, I've been distracted. Give me a second. Let me get to that recorded call. It was June. No, it's before that. Is it this one? No. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second. Nope. Where's the right one? Give me a minute, y'all. I'll do it this way. Give me a sec. I'm sorry. I saw it before. Give me 1 second. I just gotta search the right thing. I was wondering if you could tell me if there is an attorney on record.
What's the case number?
It is 2025-158. P is in Paul, W is in whiskey. Oh.
No.
There is not. On either side for either party?
No.
Okay. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Have a good day. Regarding a specific case number,
6
I was wondering if you could...
2025. No attorney on record. So where's the money? Where's the money? Isn't that what the GoFundMe money was for? Was for the... Do you want me to read you what the attorney was for? Would that help you a bit? And not her nose, then her arm. Hi, Dora Linda. I hope you're doing all right. So, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, sorry. Maybe try. Listen, I know. you would be so surprised at the things, hi Deb, the things that people will accept with proper accountability. I won't, not me. No. But others may, right? Others may look past certain things if you continue to try to do better. Making that post when people have every fucking right to ask you where their money is, you know, like they have that right, is just crazy to me. Crazy to me. All right? So, no. It's going to be a no for me, dog. And I'm sure it's going to be a no for a lot of other people. All right? I think that I missed that Mahala. Audacity, y'all. I swear to God, I'm always fucking just like, where do they get all of the audacity? I know that I appreciate you. I know that you might think, that's what I meant to look for. I'm sorry. I know that you might think that people forget, but they don't. I swear it comes for free with a TikTok account. So how many people, I saw people in the chat. How many people, hold the chat for a minute. I only want people that donated and weren't paid back. Can y'all comment in the chat just so I could get like an idea? Because she says she paid people back. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Imagine that. Imagine that. Ain't that some shit? Ain't that some shit? You know, I gave you, somebody lent you money, right? You remember? Because you owed somebody money. That money came out of my pocket when I paid it back because it was on the strength of my fucking word that they gave it to you. I paid that back. So yeah, where's the rest of it? You don't get to do this. You don't, what up, Stewie? You don't get to do this. You do not get to come back. Thank you. See? You do not get to come back and say, keep your drama over there, bitch. No. It does not work that way. Sorry, not sorry. Take it as you may. All right? But these people on this internet will know that you're a thief. Period. Full stop. Right. I know you do, allegedly. All right. Oh, I'm sorry. I meant to, let me see if I could pull it up in my email. Because I wanted to just hit the highlights of that report, you know. And then we'll move on to, I got some other things that I want to say. Where is it? It would be in June. Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry. Also, just really quickly, if somebody is applying for monetization on YouTube, there can be no community guideline violations. If you catch my drift. If there are community guideline violations, they will not get monetization. All right, so let's just hit the highlights, shall we? It's loading. I'm sorry. Hi, Betty. How are you? Kelly is serving a 10-year probation sentence and was convicted of theft by conversion charges. Unfortunately, it appears that Kelly has not learned a lesson and committing crimes related to those charges that she was convicted of. Anywho, up until 2 weeks ago, I was planning to write a very different letter in support of Kelly. Imagine that. Anywho, I recently found out writing that letter would be against everything I believe in. The truth is that Kelly has been using me and lying to me about being the innocent party in said situation. Now that I know otherwise, I could not in good faith ignore the fact that Kelly has stolen again, this time from my supporters. Imagine that. Who believed that Kelly was the victim and was being stalked. Although this letter is about Kelly Tucker and her yet again stealing from people under false pretenses. That case, the case that Kelly has the hearing for in this situation, are very tightly intertwined. Any whoosies, all proof. You see all the proof attached? There's links in here also with messages and recorded calls and such. You know, proof proof that GoFundMe was denying, proof of donations, proof that GoFundMe was denying refunds because you pulled all that money out real quick and in a fucking hurry, right? Yeah, we're talking about WTF. How GoFundMe did not find their platform was not responsible for Kelly stealing from people is crazy when one of the donors sent in a screenshot of Kelly's criminal record. Right, imagine that. Also, I gave that donor, I'm just trying to like get the good parts. This is a good one. This situation is not only unethical, but may constitute a criminal offense under Georgia law. According to OCGA 165102, it is a felony. Thank you, Hope. I appreciate you. To exploit a disabled adult, elder person, or resident by legally using their resources through deception or intimidation. Imagine that. Weird. There's the receipt that you forged from the attorney that was before you even made the GoFundMe. And a handwriting comparison as well. There's also a text here, okay, just so you know. The large donor also has been met with law enforcement. So there's that. Okay. Here's all the links to my conversations with Brian, which were very enlightening. What up, JC? As I sit here and write this on 6/19/25, I can tell you that Kelly Tucker does not feel bad at all for the way that she treated people on social media apps who only thought they were assisting her out of a dangerous situation. Sound familiar? Does that sound familiar to you? She has not one time contacted any of the people that tried to help her and has only tried to manipulate the truth and victimize herself when she took advantage of people's kindness. Imagine that. Ain't that some shit? Yeah. So anyway, I just want to know when you're going to pay people back. Because until you do, nobody wants to hear from you. I don't know if you know that, but now you do. Alright? Now you do. Stop stealing from people. And if you do, I appreciate you. If you do steal from people, at least have a fucking conscience to get up on this bitch and apologize and try to make it right. Before attempting to go into other people's lives. Alright? Are we good? I know. Some of these people find such pretty gifts. I hope everybody is having a happy new year. I was kind of sick last week. I had like a sore throat. I appreciate you, Ann. And I'm just trying to crawl back to life today. But you definitely do not want to. WTF is Kelly Tucker. She is a thief. Yeah, she's a thief. She tried to make a post and come back to this app and tell people to stay in their own lanes. After she stole from people, I appreciate y'all. Literally, what was that? I found out at the end of May, like it was that last month. But she's also the person I got Philly from. Thank God. I'm so glad. So she also likes to use animal situations to scam for. You know, you catch my drift. She's an active addict and she will say anything if it's going to get her a couple of dollars in her pocket. All right. Right. Thank God. Thank God. I know. That's the best thing about but I'm sorry that you were brave enough to come back to this app and think that people were just going to be like, oh, okay. No. No. You should try to pay some people back and maybe apologize. I don't know. Call me crazy. You know, call me crazy. That should have been the first thing out of your mouth, but that just proves that you don't feel bad. That's what that proves. You know that, right? You proved that the people that gave you money took from themselves, all right? They took from their own pockets because they believed that you needed it more than they did. And you put it right up your arm. Nobody feels sorry for you. Nobody. Pay some people back. Never. When I tell you, you have no idea how many times I say this every day. because I just roll my eyes at some people. You know, it could never be me. I promise. She ran away when she was called out. All right, she ran away. Right, she ran away and said that I lied. wait, this is so funny. She said she tried to come back to YouTube maybe about 2 months ago, and I was like, absolutely the fuck not. And I was kind of like fucked with my head injury, so I was just blasting on the posts tab on my YouTube channel. I would guess so. Hi, Cake Rocks. Right, and like, what the fuck? She said, are you ready for this? That I called her out because she knew I was with John. Does that even make sense to you? Me and Stewie are perfectly fine. I guess in your mind it sounded right? I don't know. Super fucking strange, but absolutely not. You are never going to be welcome on social media because you steal from people. Yeah, crazy idea, I know. But no ma'am, I get mad when anybody steals from people, let alone stealing from people that like my people. No, absolutely not. Sorry, not sorry. I don't know what I'm looking at. I don't know what that is. Anyway, all right, let's move on. I took some notes because I haven't been around in a while, so just bear with me. All right. All right, we got what the fuck out of the way. Oh, Lori, listen to me, baby. Your kid's father grave robbed change off of a grave site. What? And you almost defend that. But then again, you also almost defend. Also, I just thought, you're welcome, because we found a couple of your youngest's. Oh yeah. He stole from a grave. Smoke did post it. She's got it. Also, hi to Coin. Sorry, I found a couple of your youngest TikTok accounts and I forwarded them to CPS. You're welcome. No, ma'am. Do you pay attention at all? And you think it's okay. You think it's okay. And that is what blows my mind. Terrible. Reported and removed. Terrible. I don't understand these people that think change. Like apparently the kid was like they collected like different change, coins. He stole them. There's video of it. I forgot what up, Squish? I hope you're doing better. Right. Rose, so I don't understand why you're clearly not monitoring her videos. And I don't understand how people like, we'll say Lori, Gabi, that they will kind of fall into the same. Smoke posted a video about it. Into the same category. Don't you want your children to be better than the life you live? And I was listening to Mickey Mouse Fan. I don't know if the live, it was kind of autoplay. I was listening to something Mickey Mouse Fan posted. And she said something, and I was just like, she's so fucking right. Lori just wants friends. She's lonely. Nobody on the internet. Her chat has been unforgiving lately. And I don't understand the logic of these people. I'm going to say Lori because Gabi gets more of viewers. Lori has a total of 20 people in there, not a single positive comment. What are you going live for? Hi, Beauty Junkie. What's the point? What is the point of that? I don't understand it. It's like, get on a fucking group call if you got 4 people in your if you got 4 people in your chat that want to talk to you. Hop on a group call. but I don't know what video it was. Hi. So I can't say for sure, but Mickey Mouse fan said that she thinks it's like that she wants friends. She's jealous of the youngest. Hi, Carla. I hope you're doing well. And it's sad. But they don't have the introspection to realize that it's their behavior that pushes people away from them. Which leads me to what I'm about to say. And I know that some of y'all are not going to be happy about it. Hi, Melissa. I know that people are going insane about the Danny and Gabi life. All right. I just want to make this point because I do think that it's important. All right. I am not excusing Danny's actions in any way, shape, or form. That I've always dealt with the other twin more. I don't know much about Danny, but that live that I did watch it. All right. Danny is capable. She is capable of introspection. Will she do it? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know enough information to say that. Gabi is not capable. She is not capable. Gabi is never going to, when we were talking about the psychoval, right, I was saying, it says in there that the people around her have to call her out on her delusions. As long as people accept, make excuses for, and yet they're making her sicker, period. That's a psychiatrist that said that. Do y'all know that? Pinky Promise, I don't know much about her. Like, admittedly so. All right? I don't keep up there. But I could see it. That she is capable of at least acknowledging things. Right? Her motives for doing it, I don't know. I can't tell you. What up, Colleen? Hi, Mickey Mouse fan. I can't tell you what her motives were because I don't know. However, I do think that she's a lot more, she's able to recognize things in herself. And I also fully believe that it's been their whole lives. I think that their entire lives, Gabi was like the I don't want to say golden child, but you know what I'm saying, right? And it's weird because I went back and watched a live that I did. It was before I even started. It was last October, actually. Favored, right. Last October. And Danny and Gabi came up. And it was before, hi Kiki, I started like really paying attention to the situation. And I was talking about the way that Mimi spoke to her. Do y'all remember that? When she started like being super phobic. You catch my drift? Do y'all remember that? And I didn't even know anything about the situation. And I was like, wow, that's fucked. Right? I think that that's been their entire lives. The entire lives. Now, I will say this. I think I commented it on Cantina's. She 100% has the power to 5150 her. She does. Baker Act. She would have direct access. So when they don't do things like that, all right, I question, because if that were my sister, I would stop. I would not stop until she got the help that she needed. So I can't, right, you understand what I'm saying? I can't excuse that because of the situation, if that makes sense. So I don't understand. Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, if the roles were reversed, 100%, if the roles were reversed and it was my sister doing that, I would not stop until she got help. One way or another, I would just keep trying different things. I think that it's really sad, really sad. Hi, Big Banks, I hope you're doing all right. I think that it's really sad that it's all playing out on the internet. I don't know what her motives were, but I do believe Danny is capable of change. Gabi is not capable until all roads have failed. Aaron is a bitch. That's not a man to me. And at least for the people that have read, that could be possible, can't even. I don't know. for the people that have read the psych eval, it says the people around her have to not, what's the right word? They have to not feed into her delusions. I don't know if you live in Florida, but Florida, Baker Act. It's pretty easy. Addicts would be a Marchman Act, though. It's different. It's a different order. Right. Playing into it is so dangerous. It is so dangerous. All right. Turning the narrative to look at these weirdos looking in the pot. No, what she did was wrong. It was wrong. And you could get on this internet and say, well, people came to me and said they did worse. That doesn't mean it's okay. That doesn't mean that it's okay. That was wrong. And you could have caused injury there. Anita, I'm just going to, hi, Crimson. I'm just going to, like, really quickly, if that's what, this is just the way I feel about it, okay? If that's what's caught while on camera, what is going on when the camera's off? That's scary. Yeah, I'm sorry. I was on a roll there for a minute, you know. That's scary. And if anybody doesn't think that that is a scary thought, then I don't know what to tell you. Also, the mod that did that live that I stitched about Sonic, I don't remember which one it was. You think that you're the first that has tried to help her? Do you think that you are the first one? Because let me tell you something, honey. They all follow the same path. They get involved because they want to try to help. She doesn't want your help. These people get burnt out and fucking exhausted, and they wind up walking away, and you'll wind up in this trap. There are people that tried everything that they could, and you'll see it. I'm sure you're already seeing it. If what you said in that live is true, where you said that you're honest with her and you tell her like this is wrong or that is wrong, you're gonna see it. You're gonna see it. Everybody, the people that try to help her, all right, they winds up walking away. I think they were there the other day. They wind up walking away when they realize she doesn't really want help. She might say that she wants help, but the only thing that she wants help with is trying to find these crimes to have people convicted for. There's no crime. The vast majority of us don't do things that we could be charged for. Also, while I'm here, I do want to touch on the copyright thing. All right, no more strays. I'm done. The copyright thing. I know that there were a couple of people that she hit with copyrights. All right. I've spoken to those people and told them how to appeal it. All right. Once they get that stuff back, you're screwed. Whoever is making those reports, you're gonna lose your account. Hi, out to the now. I know that's right. You're going to lose your account. Yes, message me. If you got reported, message me. I will help you with the appeal. And then after, okay, I want you to know that I'm going to TikTok with those false reports, 100%. Because it's against terms of service to report things that are fair use. And if you are adding commentary, let me back up a second because I want to make sure that I'm clear. If you are adding commentary, all right, fair use, 100%. Commentary, criticism, education, as long as you are, right? So here's what happened. You filed, I know that's right. You filed all of those reports, right? And conveniently, every single one of those people add commentary. That was dumb. That was stupid. Okay? Because here's what happens. They file that appeal. You, Gabrielle Jacobson, have 10 days to prove that you're taking them to court to fight over that copyright, which you're not going to do. So the strike goes away. And then once I have all those reports that you reported, right? I don't know anybody in here who's familiar with copyrights, right? When you are filing that takedown request, one of the very last boxes that you have to check is I have considered fair use. Meaning, okay, that you already thought about fair use, and the content that you are hitting with that copyright strike does not abide by fair use. Therefore, when you check that box, you're committing perjury because it is fair use. Do you think that was smart? Whoever's doing that for her, you should stop. You should stop because you're on the wrong side of it. Now, I want to be clear, all right? If you are just reposting content, that could most likely be a I lost it, I'm sorry. If you are just reposting lives, that's different. I'm talking about people that you use fair use, and she doesn't get it. It is literally written into the copyright laws that those people, as long as they are adding something to the work, that's allowed. That doesn't violate copyright. I also strongly believe well, thank you, two of a kind. I strongly believe that is why she is doing sub-only lives. As long as you're adding commentary, you are guaranteeing that it will not. And even like when we were talking about the streamers, well, no, because it would be behind a paywall gives you implied copyright. Right, exactly. Listen, TLS, I don't understand it. There are people that really do. I don't know why. They feel the need to watch like as it's happening. Watch a stream. Right. If it's paywall content, you have to be more careful. Yes. However, let me back up a second. If it is paywall content and you are still abiding by fair use, you have nothing to worry about. And I know that like people that don't necessarily deal with this kind of stuff, they don't know any better. Also, when you file an appeal, she will get a copy of it. There is a thing where sometimes creators will file these copyright takedown requests in order to get your information. All right? So, be careful. There are people that do it if you correct. So just be careful with that. But if she's hitting you with the copyright takedown request and you are adding commentary, absolutely fight it. 100% fight it. Yeah, it used to be a lot more common, but right, that's why I appreciate you, Crazy Chrissy. That's why I have, just for those weirdos out there, my text now number is the number that's public. Right? I have an email and a text now number that are used for social media only. Shocking, I know. Crazy. Weird. Oh, she posted her own phone number. Did I though? I don't think I did. Fucking weird. So, and that's a thing. All right? Abusing the copyright system is such a fucking problem. And that is why once the people that I helped with the appeals, right? Once they get given back, send them to me because I will put it all in a neat little package and get it where it needs to go. Because you can't do that. Now, if somebody is just it's not necessarily wrong, like you could get away with it. You know, Renee, listen, I tried. We tried. When we were in Cape Coral, I know people think that like we were just sitting down and doing nothing. I can't even tell you how many attorneys. Hi, Bella Zoe. I can't even tell you how many attorneys when we walked out of that courtroom, okay? I pulled it up on Google and I just started calling them. I have been trying to find an attorney that will take a bigger case. It's really difficult because of the situation, but it doesn't. We've been trying. Also, YouTube has become a little bit. I don't want to say stricter, right? But they are abiding by community guidelines better. All right. You cannot get monetized if you have community guideline violations. If you catch my drift, all right. Right. They are being a lot more. They used to be like the wild wild west over there, but they are getting better. But okay, can you email me, y'all? And here's the thing, like, why are you so desperate to silence people? It's weird. I don't give a fuck what they say. All right, bear with me, okay? Bear with me. I'm working on it, okay? But listen, hi, Sada. I'm doing my best. I did get a chunk of them taken care of today, but email is always going to be the best way. Because I know, I'm telling you, it gives me such anxiety. But I was sick. I just didn't have the you know, but I'm doing the best I can. What else? Let me go through. So I do feel better, but this is the problem. Like, I don't rest well. I don't, like, I started feeling sick. I can't do that. I feel bad. I started feeling sick, like with the sore throat and shit early last week. And I feel like like Saturday, I was in rough shape. Like, I didn't want to get up. I appreciate you. I didn't want to move. But, all right. I am trying. I am doing my best. That's all I can really say. I'm doing the best I can. It's not. I appreciate you. Hi, for funsies. You want my honest opinion? I don't believe it. That's my honest opinion. I don't believe it. And I'm doing my best, y'all, to try to verify with the information I have. I'm doing the best I can. I don't believe the 2013 thing. I can't give. I'm trying. Oh, good. I'm glad, Michelle. But I've been doing the best I can with the information that she's given, because she does give away a little bit too much product, you know, too much information. And I tried to message somebody and I haven't gotten an answer back, but I'm really, I don't know. That was me last year, y'all. I don't know who was here for that. I was legitimately sick for fucking months. I was sick for months. I don't think that's what happened, Unicorn. I think that I'm gonna say this, and somebody's gonna take it the wrong way, and I'm not trying to be mean. I think that we all of us, mean the people that are public about it, I think that we all kind of get sent traps, right? You follow me? Emails, DMs. We get sent false things, okay? And it's up to us to do the proper vetting, okay? Now, I don't know the exact situation. I can't tell you what it is, all right? I would have verified, if somebody sends me something, right? I vet it. Before I get up on this bitch and open my mouth, I'm seeing what that something is. You understand? I can't verify, okay? But Gabi, I posted that video at the DM the other day. I posted that for a reason, because I'm hoping, I agree, and I don't think it was done maliciously. I really don't think it was done maliciously. However, where we are right now, I'm doing the best I can. You know what I mean? But everybody that does this type, I agree, Michelle, and I said that to her as well. People that are in opposition, all right? If you are creating content, I want you to know that she has people email you false shit all the time. They drop things in DMs all the time. It is up to us to verify that information. And Shelly, I believe that too. I believe that some people just want consequences so bad that they will believe anything said. Just for me, all right? I tend to steer towards proof, okay? And unless I'm going to see proof, I'm not going to believe it. And that's just me, right? So I started, I listened to her, all right? I listened to Gabi because there were things that I was kind of listening for, and she gives away way too much information, all right? So when somebody brought 2013 up to her, she said, I was with Brent. That was strange to me. Why would she say that, right? Why would you say that? It was weird to me. However, I still don't know what the situation is, yo. What up, Oxymoron? I don't know. But I'll tell you what that did. I said, who's Brent? Right? But I don't think that if this is a whole ass setup, right? I don't think that it was done maliciously. That's just, unfortunately, he is. Unfortunately, this is why we have to do our due diligence. Because I also find it incredibly strange that a few days later, Mahai Suba, it might have been the other day, 2 days ago, maybe, somebody in the chat said they knew that Chris person. And that was weird to me. It was weird to me. However, I don't know. I know that people are upset. But unless we know what we're talking about, I'm not saying a fucking word. You know? So I posted that video just to shake it up a bit. Maybe she would give me something. You could leave her. Don't attack her. Shake it up a bit, right? See if any other details come out that give me a clue to go and seek information. You know? You could leave her. They're welcome here. I understand that she is, but guess what, y'all? If we do that to them, okay, I do think that she's credible, yes. If we do that to them, how do they listen to the stuff we say? What up, Lumpy? Right. I don't block them. Because I more than welcome y'all to come in here and listen to the truth. You specifically, Lainey, I think that you should get your hands on that psych eval. I was actually talking about you earlier, so it would be rude for me to block you out of here. Other people, okay? Other people have done exactly what you're doing. Just 6 months ago. And I think that you should read that psych evaluation. Because in that psych evaluation, it says to confront her with reality. And you could try to do that, but I'm telling you how it's going to end. And she's going to get up on a live and say that you did something wrong every time. She does it every time. Oh, and yes, I will. She can go and find out. I'm sure there's more than enough on the internet. I did the same with Lori's dog. Lori Jones's dog. She was moving and she didn't want to take that dog with her. I got somebody to take that dog, and I have never talked about it publicly. I never said where she went. I never said the creator's name that has her. I sometimes give updates saying she's happy, and she is. She is living a very happy life. That bearded dragon needs to be seen by a vet. And it's not, she legitimately, it's a prop to her. Yo, you could leave her. She's gonna figure it out. Yo, she is. And that's just the truth of it. It's going to, I know, hippie chick, and I'll be completely honest, all right? I don't know anything about bearded dragons. I had to go watch Pineapple's videos myself. Right, if she's being respectful, thank you. If she's being respectful, I always encourage dialogue, yo. Because, and that's true too, Suba, I can't force them to see things that they're not ready to see. But I'll let them listen. That's for sure. Because we can't expect people to open their eyes, right? If they, and attacking, hold on y'all, I got puzzle piece, bear with me. Attacking her in the chat, right, just lends to that bully narrative. That's it. I'm not a bully. I might call her out on her shitty behavior and think that she does not deserve to have animals that she can't care for. But I don't bully her. I don't body shame her. I don't lie about her, but she lied about me. She went over there and told her chat that I called CPS, which I have never done. Do I collect proof and get it to mandated reporters so that listen to me, serious things could be reported? I do. But I don't make that call myself. Right, remember she said I called CPS. I think that, right, I do not say, what's the right word, y'all? Help me out. I do not, mass reporting, I do not condone. I beg people not to call because I know it's being taken care of. Now, if it was a situation that I didn't know, right, I would, thank you. If it was a situation that I didn't know was being handled, I might handle it differently. But we can't expect them to realize that we're not what she says we are if we act like that. You understand? And don't get me wrong, I didn't see all of her lives. All right, I saw the one with the bearded dragon being mentioned, and that was it. And that's the thing too. I understand, y'all. There are so many mandated reporters. Right? I know. Like my name was like a secret. I missed it. She could get in a box if she wants to. You'd have to shut the comments off though. But so I don't know. I do want to say this. I don't know. I've been like sore throat for like a week now. I don't know what she said in other lives. So if she did lives and she was attacking people and they're in the chat, like they have the right to respond. And I understand that. But just for me, I also have, like I talk to people all over the place, y'all. All over the place. So there are people that legitimately hate each other in my chat. But I just ask that you don't bring it here. Just don't bring it here. It's been a bitch, honestly. I I don't like, right, I don't do that. I don't think that that's fair. And there are very few people that I can't have a cordial conversation with. Very few. And by very few, I mean like less than one hand. Yeah, that's what it kind of felt like. But also, right, I don't know, because I can't keep up with my disagreeing isn't disrespect. I appreciate exactly. Alexia, I think that right, I could do that with almost anybody, to be honest. I don't do that either, Stitch. I don't do that. I don't block people that I know. I don't block people that I block people if there's some people that I blocked after I realized that it wasn't going to be productive. You know, I'll block that because I just don't care to see it. Where could we watch reruns? There's a couple of people. Yeah, I'm pretty lenient over here. Nookie posts. Kai, I don't know if Kai posts. Mickey Mouse fan posts Lori and the other lady. She doesn't really post Gabi. Waffles Lawyer. Crash Out Cantina. Supernatural Nikki, she does post comments as well. Commentary, right. There's a couple on here. Wendy, is your new account? Are you in here on your new account? Also, Crazy B, she's got another account. Fearless 5 also got, Chantel is a good one too. I'm doing the best I can, y'all. Listen, Lumpy, I have been dying in his chat. Yes, that's a good one. That's a good one, Teresa. There she is. Wendy is in the comments. That's her backup. PPP security. Mouse. I was thinking about, I know, I spoke to him. I was thinking about Mouse Potato the other day, and I really meant to send a message, but I forgot. I laugh my fucking ass off in Cantina's chat. All right? And I don't, a lot of times, like sometimes I'll just sit there and listen because I don't want to get like into the comments and shit, but I die laughing in his chat. Right, Spada. It's so funny. And like that's another thing I just want to really quickly say. That is, you hear the guys singing? That is kind of like one of the reasons I made the Fearless accounts, okay? I made those accounts so that people had a place that they could vent and her numbers, right? Because we were stalking her, remember? All right? I made those accounts so that people had a place that they could watch so that they could voice. Because at the time, she had just faked another, faked another miscarriage, right? And people had a very real emotion to that. Hi, Tracy Fran. I hope you're doing all right. And so it was a safe place where people could talk about the situation and stay out of her chat. Yeah, I can. Hi, Venus. I appreciate you, Marla. So I don't know, like the whole stalking thing is ridiculous. After the Fearless accounts were made, other people, hi Crash Out, other people started streaming. There's not a fucking, what's the word, y'all? Hi Lizbeth, Happy New Year. Monopoly, I guess. The more the merrier. And let me tell you something, all right? She wants to be streamed. She might say she doesn't. Okay? But guess what? She'll sit on sub only. She won't stay that way. Because she wants and needs the drama. It's all she has is to sit on her platform and complain about us. That's it. That's it. It doesn't matter if it's bad comments. It doesn't matter. Right, she uses us as the money grab because she blames us, right? We're stalking her. When I don't do that shit. Zero content. She's certainly not mom content. Oh, which, by the way, that's it. And she'll stay sub, and she'll end. Also, you posted a video, ma'am, and said, ma'am, you posted a video and you said that you weren't gonna be live, right? Remember you did that? I remember you did that. I sure do. So, you posted a video and you said that you weren't gonna be live last night as if you were calling in sick to a fucking 9 to 5. All right? And then you came back live. Not once, not twice. What the fuck? Do you realize this is not a job? So I don't understand why. Why did you make that video and then... Right, listen, I think I might have been in Cantina's live when she said that, all right? Why did you do that? Do you know that if you, listen, I know that some of y'all aren't gonna like what I'm about to say, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Do you know that if you got off this motherfucker and got a fucking job, okay, not only would you feel better about yourself, jobs, employment, etc., that increases self-validation. I appreciate y'all, all right? You wouldn't be able to sit on TikTok all day, therefore the hate would be less. You don't realize that? Because I promise you, listen to me, people make videos about me all day, every day, okay? I will never, I appreciate you, I would never get on this motherfucker and talk about them for hours a day. That is embarrassing, okay? I appreciate y'all. That is embarrassing. It is embarrassing that you make the people that talk about you your entire content. I'm telling you. What are you doing? You can't listen to me. I'll make you a deal, Gabi. I'll make you a deal. You don't talk about the people over here for a week, I'll give you $500. Not a single fucking word. Not a single word. I bet you can't go a day. I bet you can't go a fucking day. You can't do it. I don't know why. It's fucking strange to me. I'll be the first to admit it. You can't do it. This is the only thing you have. Also, please, for the love of God, stop saying that that we're mad that you can't put your kid on live streams. No, ma'am. I'm fucking grateful. Because for about 5 months, I sat on this app telling you, what are you doing? You are offering that kid up to pedophiles every time you fucking post them. What are you doing? And you argued with us. You argued with us. Do you know how many of them there are on this app? But what you can't do, is say, I have this big realization, and I now know that these predators can talk about my kid or have photos of my kid, and then start posting him again. Do you think, I appreciate y'all, do you think that they're only doing it for lives? Do you think that when you post what's such a cute video to you is not PORN to them? Official Baba Yaga streams too. Do you think that they won't do that with a cute video? I don't think anybody should put their children on the internet. It isn't just a Gabi thing. It is an all person thing. Okay? However, what you can't do is you can't get up on here and say, you guys were right. There were predators taking my kids and I'm just not going to put them on live stream. But then ignore him to sit on the live stream. I think that if you just so fucking proud of that graduation thing, right? You're so proud of it, of the parenting class, right? You didn't learn what ignoring does to children. You didn't understand that. Unfortunately, you have made him an insecure child. Point blank period. It is psychology. You could get mad at me for making those words come out of my mouth, but it is the truth. It is science, which you seem to defy in every way, shape, or form possible. I don't understand it. I will never understand it. You chose, Gabi, you chose to sit on a fucking live stream for 3 years of his life, ignoring the fuck out of him. What do you think that does on the inside? Do you think that he feels secure coming to you? And because I promise you, that's not what's going to happen. He is insecure. What up, Irish? And it is sad. It is sad. Because like some mothers do it because they're at work. Right? They don't mean to, and they would choose, if they could choose to stay home, they would to be with their kids. But you ignored him for attention on the internet. From people that can't fucking stand the sight of you. It's not even worth it. It is not even a thing that is worth it. You're not doing it so that you could feed your family. That's not what you're doing it for. You're doing it because you have this fucking hole inside of you that is never going to be full. Ever. Until you get the mental health help, you're never going to feel satisfied. And you don't get that time back. You don't. If you ever get your shit together, that's a big if, all right? If you ever get your shit together, you are going to be so upset that you did this. I promise you will. If you ever are able to get that self-awareness, you're going to hate yourself for it. You are. Also, somebody just said something I wanted to say. Oh, I don't know if y'all, what up, Anya? I don't know if you remember, I was live maybe 2 weeks ago, and I was reading that document that you, Gabi, said was an autism diagnosis. Do you want me to read what it says? Because it specifically says this is not a diagnosis. And that document, February, it's from Illinois, okay? I know it was shared briefly on Fatty's Live. Bear with me, y'all, I'm looking. I know, right, Nicole? Same. I'm trying to find it. Bear with me, y'all. I retook the screenshots. I agree. And they're retesting him. What are you going to do if you lose his check? Did you think about that? Maybe you should have thought about that before you made your reputation on the internet what it is. But that's the immaturity in you. You cannot face, I'm sorry, y'all. You can't face it. And it sucks. It's gonna be, bang. All right, where is it? Here we go. Sorry. I know, isn't it listen to me, y'all. It might have been Cantina's Live, really quick. And they were like sitting on the couch and talking, like going like this. Girl, do you think that we're doing anything but fucking laughing at you? Y'all are two bums sitting on a couch. What the fuck? What the fuck do you think that anybody wants that you have? Because I promise you, it ain't that bitch that you call a man. The fuck? You, yo. I was like, she thinks, like, what are you doing? I promise you, nobody wants him. Go take a journey through what my exes look like. I promise you. They're much better looking than he is. Fucking embarrassing. And the internet knows that he's never made you and needs an extender. What? What? Anywho. Sorry. I know. I'm like, she tells the internet this shit. What the fuck? Listen, they might have questionable behavior, but they all look good. You know what I mean? Like, what? Date of testing, 2/16/2023. You don't believe I have it? You want me to tell you the examiner's name? Oh, look at this. Y'all are not going to believe the name on this paper. I'll give you the first name, Kaylee. You don't believe I have it? It is not a medical. It is not an autism diagnosis. It is a tool. So you better, I don't know what you're going to do. Also, just really quickly, the Social Security is for the delay. It's for the delay. It's not for autism. You want to know how I know? Because I know somebody that saw the documents. Not for autism. So you get on this app and you say, I get SSD or SSI. I would not get that. Weird. He's not being delayed anymore. You're right. He is. Not that Kaylee. It's not that Kaylee. I just thought the name was a little ironic. You know? So, this is not a diagnosis or diagnostic report. Do you want me to read it again? I agree. I agree, darling girl. I believe that her neglect is the reason. I agree. Okay. Hold on. Results should be interpreted with collateral information regarding development and potential symptoms, including parent report, developmental history, and any additional testing warranted. This assessment is to identify developmental differences and signs of ASD measured on the ADOS-2. This is not a full review of the child's unique strengths and weaknesses. He said, ain't that some weird shit? It's weird. I find it weird. Where's my other, the moderate and severe? Is this it right here? Is this where you got that from? It also says, okay, results of the administration are suggestive of the moderate to severe concern range. Doesn't mean it's a diagnosis, Gabi. Symptoms were observed in both social affect, and restricted and repetitive behaviors. This range of concerns is indicative of how much risk there is for a diagnosis, not symptom severity. Symptoms don't always turn into a diagnosis. You're right. You're absolutely right. Weird. Super weird. So you exploit. Do you know? Better together. The parents that I know with special needs children, they would give anything for their child not to have that diagnosis. When they are first diagnosed, they are grappling with that diagnosis, not getting on the fucking internet and using it. There is a reason why you want this child, you want to label him. Why do you want to do that? Mothers don't do that. Mothers don't do that. Parents would, you're right. That's exactly what it is. You're right. You're right. And it's sad. It's sad that instead of getting on this bitch and saying, I one time said that he was nonverbal and I lied. You triangulate using a medical professional, and I promise you, no medical professional would ever call a child that has the ability to verbalize nonverbal. It's never going to happen. That's the difference between somebody that is capable of change and somebody that is not. Somebody that is capable of change would just admit it. You're right, I fucked up. I thought that, well, that's still not taking accountability. However, you, right, I understand. I understand. There are parents that would do anything to hear their child say, I love you. Mom, hi, anything. You could sit there having a full conversation with that kid. You are disgusting. I believe once the testing is done that the check will be taken away. And then what are you going to do? What are you going to do if they take that check and then you get in trouble for some kind of fraud and they make you pay that bitch back? Are you going to leave it like the judgment that you have in Illinois for the car accident? You know? It's fucking weird. It's weird. People don't want their children to have diagnosis. It is some mother's worst fear. But yet you think it's a flex because of his bad behavior. You, Gabi, you think that that's what autism looks like. And it's not. I've never seen an autistic child behave that way. But that's your justification for it. So that you don't have to look inside and see the reason why he behaves that way is because of the very things that he was taught in his home. Exactly. And it's really unfortunate because that kid, more than anything, doesn't want Christmas presents. He wants a present mother. And you just can't do it. You can't do it. Can't do it. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen. He also sleeps more than any 5-year-old I've ever seen in my entire life. And that's a little concerning when you have a history of drugging him. You know, somebody said, Gabi, I don't know who said it, but I saw a clip of it. Somebody said Gabi could get off the internet for a year and people would still talk about her. I don't think so. I know that there are people that ask where she is when she's gone for like a day or two. Gabi has never taken a significant break, ever. She was always lurking on her backup accounts and coming into our chats to see what we're saying. She's never taken a full break, all right? And I'm here to tell you that if she got off this fucking internet and tried to make some fucking changes, people would accept it. That's a fact. There aren't, not everybody, that's another thing too. People lump us all in together. We are all very different people and we all have very different functions that do very different things. We are not all the same. He's such a bitch. If she got off of TikTok and tried to put some fucking help on herself, a lot of people would forgive that. But she's never done that. She has never made a real attempt. Ever. He is such a bitch, y'all. I have zero respect for him. Like less than, like probably like -61. Zero. A real man would not. Aaron, did you read that psych report? That psych report specifically says that the people around her must call her out and reinforce reality. You're right, my bad. You're right. You allow it. You cannot feed. You're causing more harm. You're causing more harm. Specifically says that the people that are around her must confront her version of reality because of her, what's the exact word? There's a word. Hold on. I'll find it. Might take me a minute. What up, Shell? Might take me a minute. I might have thrown it. Hold on. It is dangerous to jerk the arm like that. You're absolutely right. Hold on. Delusions. No, it 100% says delusions. However, it says that she has the whole they're jealous. I can do a high kick into a split is that I promise you that's not it. Nobody is jealous of you. Bear with me. He says that she has like an Ms. Jacobson's skewed perception of her circumstances also seems suggestive of delusional disorder. Skewed perception of her circumstances. The fuck? It was not clear if her dysfunctional thought process was a result of her personality disorder or psychosis. What is wrong with y'all? I don't understand. Hi, Yankees girl. Hold on, I'm looking for something specific. Oh, we're going to talk about this, okay? During the interview, Ms. Jacobson described herself as a well-adjusted and normal functioning adult who experienced PTSD because of how she was mistreated on social media. However, neither her reported symptoms nor her actions were consistent with a traumatized individual. Specifically, she did not experience nightmares, flashbacks, hypervigilance, exaggerated startle response, or any other symptoms of PTSD. Our trauma is not for you to exploit, ma'am. While she claimed that she was traumatized by other users on social media, she continued to post videos and interact with users on her social media account, especially those who bully her. She claimed that she was living in fear, yet she announced openly on social media that where she was planning an in-person signature. The people that are sitting over there, y'all have to, do you understand me? You have to confront her skewed version of reality. If you don't, you're causing more harm. Do you understand that? It says it in these documents. Lainey, you want them? Contact me. It says it in here that y'all have to confront her skewed version of reality. So you're doing harm if you don't do that. Because the longer that she lives in this false reality, don't you care? Do you set out to intentionally hurt people? Because, listen, I say this a lot. There are people over there that really don't, they're there to troll her. They're not there to be her friend. Hi, Nikki. You understand? They're not there to do that. They're there to just be jerks. You know what I mean? But there are, I would think, probably 4 or 5, you know, that do think that they're going to make a difference. And I hate to tell you, but you're just going to wind up in a very long list of people that came before you. And that's just the truth of it. The people that were there over the summer, okay, those people that were there over the summer, thank you, Irish, that were, they really tried to help her. Jules, she really tried to help her, okay? She really tried to help her. But they get burnt out. Why? Because Gabi uses them because some of them are medical professionals. Some of them do advocacy work and they are familiar with this type of stuff, right? She uses them. That's all they are. Y'all are just another piece in her fucked up puzzle. And it's sad. It's sad, but you're going to see it yourself. But if you really gave a shit about her, this is what you would be doing. You would be trying to help her. And I hate to tell you this, all right? There are billions of fucking users on this app. Gabi Jacobson is a drop in the bucket. That's it. However, yeah, about the date, I'm so happy. Y'all are causing harm over there. And if you want to live with that, go right ahead. I wouldn't want to know that I was causing harm indirectly. You might not realize it, but you are. And this psychoval says it. Do you remember that, Harmony? Stop. Right? And that's what's unfortunate, is that harm is affecting him. Until everybody around her, okay, walks away or tells her, get your shit together, or I can't support this. It's really gonna stay a cycle. That's it. I need screenshots of that before you block it, please. Do you understand that? These people, you don't understand, okay? She doesn't care about y'all. She doesn't care about y'all. I promise you, she doesn't care about y'all. Because guess what? To her, I know, Paula, that's what's so sad. Like, those are like my most treasured memories of when my kids were little. You know, and she's never been present for any of it. Any of it. Also, really quickly, you're talking about a pill count. I remember the other day something about a pill count. But you, Gabrielle, okay, you leave the ones in the bottle and stash pills in other places because they only count what's in the bottle. Right, exactly. I think every parent does, y'all. That's not, every parent does. However, in a lot of our cases, we did it for other reasons, not for fucking an app that hates us. You know what I mean? Completely different. It is completely different. Every parent has regrets. Every parent. Or wishes that they did things this way instead of this way. But you don't realize, right, exactly, that's a good thing, right? Because it's a sacrifice, right? But in the long run, it's for a good reason. Do you understand? I did it too. When my kids also, she said, she was talking to something about the other day. She said something about people that had kids young and did they go to college? Girl, I went back to college once my youngest was able to go into pre-K. I put her pre-K on my college campus and I fucking went back to college. Where there's a will, there's a way. I don't understand. You make excuses. It's like you just want to be lazy. Right, I graduated at 35. You just want to sit on your ass and have other people wait on you hand and foot. Who the fuck are you? Right, same. My kids, my daughter is my youngest. I put her in the pre-K on my college campus and I went to class. So did I miss time with my kids when I went back to college? Sure. But it was worth it. Because let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. My kids and I, right? There may have been some issues there, but they know that I will do anything. I went through undergrad with a fucking drug addiction, dude. What are you talking about? There is zero excuse while you're sitting on a couch, all right, and expecting people on the internet to pay your way. Get a job. What do you mean? It blows my mind. It blows my mind how some people are just comfortable living like that. It really does blow my fucking mind. And those emergency room visits, Gabby, you realize that like you're the poster child for whose benefits are gonna get cut with the big beautiful bill, if you will. No, I think it's just sword dashing. And I know, like, that's kind of like what they diagnose people with for like stomach undiagnosed. Like when they can't blame it on anything else, that's what they blame it on. I do believe that everyone should have help. I'm sorry. No. You could do whatever you want, but I promise you, it's just your own energy you're wasting. I'm not saying that to be a dick. I'm saying it because it's the truth. There are people in this chat that have been where you are. And I do believe that some people do try to go over there and be a positive influence. She doesn't want it. Read the psych evaluation. And then compare that psych evaluation to what you're doing and see where that helps you figure out. Because this psych eval is dangerous. It is scary when somebody is not based in reality. That is scary. And I promise you, you're just the next in a very long line of people that came before you. And I want you to understand, I'm not saying it to be a bitch. I'm saying it because it's the truth. No, I don't think that's true either. Because guess what? I still talk to occasionally the person that was in your shoes 6 months ago. Hi. You can't help somebody that doesn't see an issue with their reactions. And that's just the truth. She is going to blame every single other person because it can't be her. Yeah, Gabby sent the eval out. Mm-hmm. Hi, Steph. Yeah, it's 100% real. It's 100% real. That was a lie. And it's unfortunate. I know. And listen, I will take the bearded. And I will get it to a loving home. All she has to do is give it up. And you could take this the way that you want to. It's either going to, it's going to happen one way or another. Because if she doesn't get that thing to a vet, all right, and that mouth rot continues, she's going to be charged with neglect. The situation is being monitored by people that are local, as well as the sheriff, which, just so everybody understands, it was reported to the sheriff because that's who investigates it. Lainey, I wouldn't say that. Listen to me. There are things that I've been told, okay, that I've never spoken about. So I don't think that it's people think. I think that there are people that are over there that she gives everything to. And it is painful. Mouth rot is painful. So I don't understand You said yourself, right? That was your words that I stitched the other day, where she's doing the best that she can. The best that she can is neglect for that animal. And she knows it. You admitted it in that video. He needs to see a vet. And it is, no, it's 100% neglect. It is 100% neglect. I spoke to the sheriff as well as a, I don't know what to call them, like a local outreach type place regarding them. And I agree, if you cannot, I know, and I'm just saying for me, y'all, I don't know anything about them. I legitimately had to talk to Pineapple and ask her because I didn't know. And I wanted to make sure that the information that I was reporting was accurate. Coco is right. Also, somebody sent me a message, and it was about Coco and her drinking water, in like how she's not given water overnight, I think it was. I could be off, but I'm pretty sure it was about her not drinking water overnight. All right. Just really quick, I want people to understand that as far as animal laws, they suck. They suck. All right. As long as she's giving that dog food, water, and shelter, they're not going to see it as abuse. And I know that people like us, so do mine, grandbabies, so do mine. And it all leads back to laziness because she doesn't want to. You called that man home from work to walk the dog? What? Well, what the fuck? I don't understand it. And I know, wild, crazy to me. My animals have food and water. They have dry food and water 24/7. They get given wet food twice a day, morning and night. I think they should both be working. But here's the thing. What up, nosy one? I think any able-bodied adult that doesn't work is just, I don't know. Like, there are other benefits to working. It's not just money, you know? And I agree, Gabby's mouth noises. Hold up. I'm not in any way, shape, or form. I agree. I agree. I'm just telling you that I'm at their mercy as far as that stuff. Sonic is different because he's got an issue right now. You understand? That is a different situation. When they go out and they look and they see, whether they see he's in a clean cage. Mr. Nicole, are you here? Hold the chat for a minute, y'all. I'm glad if he just came in here, can you click the box? Let's talk about the old bearded for a minute. Hit the box for me, please. Can you, or are you busy? I saw it. I'm glad. Perfect timing. Perfect timing. But I don't know if he's like busy at work. Rex. You're good. Lainey, if you're still here, this is the bearded dragon. These people, he's married to Aaron's cousin. And they took the bearded dragon that they abandoned in Illinois. Did you hear me? No, he said he was driving. I saw it. Yep. He was living in a trunk in a car in Illinois. Here he is. Hey.
Yo.
How are you? I hope everybody's well.
I am just extremely tired and beat, and I got to start studying for my boiler test as of next month.
Okay, just really quickly, do you want to give us a rundown of Rex and the condition that he lived in and all of that?
Yeah, so just a brief rundown. It's just it happened so long ago. when I went to go volunteer to watch them, wife and I made it very clear to both Aaron and Gabi that they had until I believe it was January 1st. I basically met up with Aaron and Anthony at the time. Anthony had his grandma's SUV. At that time, Anthony and Aaron, they both picked up Rex, had him in the back seat of that SUV, with those seats down. So, his grandma's car was the only car that was, had that, power outlet, that was powering the, heat lamp because the hotel, refused to have any lizards like that in there.
And just really quickly, because one of Gabby's current mods are in here. Who are you to them?
So I am, I'm married to Nicole, Aaron's cousin.
Yeah. And what kind of shape was he in when you guys took him?
So, I mean, I know you've seen the pictures already because I know I sent them to you, but
Yeah.
I mean, it was in pretty rough shape. Like all the houses, or the main house that was in that tank was filled with poop. That sucker took me about a good 2.5 hours, of just straight bleach and digesting all of the bacteria in there just to get it back up to par.
I'm looking for the pictures in Dropbox, y'all. And then after you took him, what happened?
I really don't remember.
You took him and was taking care of him, and she said she was going to sell it or something.
Yeah, she was asking me to sell him for a profit for like a couch or something. I'd have to look back at the conversation that I had with her, but no, she definitely wanted money out of it. I told her straight out I was never planning or intending to sell him. The only thing that I had mentioned to her is that, sure, I'll try, but I don't feel right doing that type deal just to play it off. Like, I'm trying to be nice to you.
And like you were doing her a favor, taking care of the animal.
Yeah, exactly. So,
I'm looking.
yeah, so it was like dead of winter too. Like,
yeah, it was wintertime. Mm-hmm.
And then, by that time, I did screen quite a bit of people. The only one that was actually local and made sense was Amanda at the time. So yeah, and then I guess the drama happened. They found out that Amanda got it. They thought it was out of spite, in which it never was. She was the only one who actually wanted them.
Sure did. I'm looking for the pictures right now, y'all, while he's talking. Here's Gabi. Okay, you can go ahead and get rid of him, but if you get money, I would at least appreciate a couple of $100. I've spent so much money on him with buying him and the cage. So please, that would help with buying new furniture for our new place and the lights. They were taking care of it at this point, and she wanted money for it. Crazy. I'm looking for the pictures because I do have them. I know Nicole sent me a bunch. It was back in April, March, maybe. And he's doing well now, right? Out of the care.
Yeah, I would say Amanda we have been in correspondence,
Here and there.
Yeah, so I mean, she has been sending me pictures of him and, or her, I should say. Yeah, no, the Rex seems to be pretty good, health. So
yeah, this has been a while, y'all. These photos are December 2023. So it was a while back.
Yeah, it was.
Mm-hmm. And, I just wanted him to explain because of the It's a thing. Rex is great. See? And that's all people want. Oh, Rex does have a TikTok page. You're right. If somebody knows it, they could drop it in the chat. I would appreciate it. It's a cycle. That's it. And it really, do you know about the new Bearded Dragon? I don't know if you've been around a lot.
Yeah, I actually seen that with that.
You have Rex?
No. Oh wait.
No. Somebody in the chat said they deactivated. Do you have Rex right now? Oh, do you want to hop in the box? I'm glad that he's doing well. And I made a video the other day and I told her I will take and get the bearded dragon to a good home. And it's unfortunate because to her, she's losing. It's not about losing. It's about getting the animal the care that it needs because it has mouth rot. And like, you got to put things aside. And if Lori Jones could put me to the side for the better of the animal, why can't you do the same? Alexia. It is a game. You're right. And it's sad. It's sad. These things are living things, y'all. I'm sorry. Hold on. I don't know. I have no idea, y'all. Sonic has mouth rot. Yes.
Wait, what was that about? Did someone say something about a tail or something falling off a Rex?
My comments move so fast. Did somebody say something about a tail? Tail rot? Is that a thing? Right. I know she did, y'all. I know she did. Sonic, the tip. Not falling off, but I thought Rex had tail rot.
I
heard that.
I never even heard of that either.
Yeah, I never heard that. I thought that he was living, I don't know how long they live, y'all, so I really can't answer that stuff.
They lived for like 25 years.
Oh, wow. That's longer than I thought. And he's healthy now, right?
Yeah, I'll show you him.
Phone is dying. I'll give you the big box. Give me 1 second. Mr. Nicole, if you have to drop, I understand, and I appreciate you coming and telling us.
Yeah, no biggie. Thank you guys for the gifts.
Yeah, we're always here. I hope Nicole is doing well.
Yeah, she's doing a lot better. You know, she's yeah.
Good. I'm glad.
View her TikToks.
Aw. Look at how cute he is. How old is he now?
Like 3-4 years old.
And he's healthy and stuff now, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's good. And do you know, I don't know your name and I don't want to presume to guess.
Amanda.
Right. Okay. So I know. So what kind of condition was he in when you got him?
So Mr. Nicole actually gave me everything in really, really good condition. I can testify to what it looked like before he got it because I'm the ex-landlord. So
right. Yes, I remember that. If you want to just explain that, maybe people don't know, but I know Mr. Nicole and Nicole told me that when this came up months ago, and Gabi was upset that you wound up with them, not grateful that you had taken care of her animal after her being irresponsible. But if you want to,
their apartment was horrific. I know there's still, I think Drama Twins has the pictures or something. They left it in horrible condition. Dog crap everywhere on the balcony. Dog crap and pee. It was horrific. But she said I did it somehow. Don't know how since I didn't have access to the unit until
oh my goodness.
Sheriff said so. So
that's crazy.
But
and he did
as
it
for
just
the tail rot. He
did have.
He had
tail
a little
rot.
bit of it. A little bit. We got it all taken care of.
Wow. So that and I'm sorry, I really don't know a lot about bearded dragons. So if I'm going to ask questions because I don't know. That is something that's caused by neglect?
Yes, typically.
And how do they get that? Like, does that come from
The like dirty living situations.
Similar as
the
the mouth
bacteria
rat.
sits. Yeah, so it's
Okay.
basically the bacteria that just sits on them instead of them being cleaned. Like Rex here gets a shower 4
That
times
is
a
so
week.
infuriating. So it's preventable, like the mouth rot.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Yeah, the current one has mouth rot, and I reported it to the sheriff, and I'm dealing with a organization that's local to her, because it has mouth rot. The animal has mouth rot. Like, he needs to see a vet, you know, and she's just blatantly ignoring it. And I don't know much about bearded dragons, but is there any way that you would be willing to write a statement about Rex and give it to me
Yeah,
so
sure.
that I could kind of add background to for those people?
Yeah.
Okay, I would appreciate that, because it's sad, because y'all, I'm not necessarily a reptile fan. However,
Girl, me either.
I don't think that any animal deserves to be neglected, right? And this proves, right, that it's a pattern of you're right, awareness, hypocrisy. It proves that it's a pattern. You understand? So if you would be willing to do that and I could get it to them, I would be really grateful. Actually, let me.
Yeah, me and my daughter will. Because
Yeah.
my daughter's actually the one that takes care of us. That's her baby.
I would appreciate that. I'm going to follow you back. That way I know to send you a message when I get off.
Okay.
And I'm glad that he's doing well. I agree, y'all. Listen, I agree. I 100% believe that if you cannot give the animal the dedication and the care that he deserves or they deserve, then you should not own the animal. That's just the way I feel about it.
And
Oh, you're
I
good,
just
Jen.
want to clarify. No offense to anybody, but I took Rex to the vet to get the tail and stuff looked at.
Mm-hmm.
It only cost me like $150. Like,
Oh, so there's no excuse for her
ridiculous.
not to be taking it to the
no,
vet.
not at all.
Mm.
Because
And
what they're going
from-
to do, they're just going to provide medication, and there you go.
And it's not like a permanent thing, right? Like it could get
Oh,
better.
no, it'll fix itself. Yeah, it fixes itself. It's
Okay,
just
good.
bacteria, and it just got to heal itself up. You got to get some medication, and
Right.
you're good to go. I
Well,
don't
so
know
look
what
at that, Gab. Look, I help you. 2 birds, 1 stone. You don't talk about anybody over here for a week, I think I said. I'll give you $500 and you could take the animal to the vet. What do you think? We'll kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Oh, see, I know you know Pineapple, but I don't, Pineapple, she's in the chat. She's been posting about, the current Sonic, and, you know, he needs to go to a vet.
They are correct. Because if it is bad enough, they will amputate it. But usually they can prevent that if they can catch it soon enough. I'm sorry, they were correct. They will amputate if it's bad enough.
And
Send her
how
up.
long, like, does she have a week, or is it like, does it progress rather quick, mouth rot?
Well, I've never dealt with mouth rot. I just dealt with the tail rot.
Yeah,
it
I
didn't
have no reason.
work on us. So
She couldn't do it, y'all. It's all she has. And I would never, but I don't know if there's a week here, right? I don't know the progression or the timeline that we're looking at, but she needs to get the animal to a vet. Period.
do everyone one better. If they can make the appointment, I'll put my card on file. Please fix the animal. Like, it's still a living, breathing thing.
Right. It's really
I'm not gonna fix
unfortunate.
Abby's mouth. I'll fix the dragon's mouth.
And see, so as my stomach turns, right, here's the thing. She is not going to, like, especially like this type of situation, she doesn't stay on anything. She does not fucking, like, the animal's gonna need medicine. She's not gonna remember to fucking give the animal the medicine for that long. She can't even remember to take 3 showers a week, y'all. Like, let's be real. And then, like, she has to surrender it, like, because she's not going to stay on it, and then she's not going to keep up with the cage so that it doesn't happen again. It'll be sick again. Exactly.
And she also has to understand you can't leave the crickets in there because I'm pretty sure that has
Yeah.
something to do with it.
I read that.
Due to the
I
fact
read
that they bite the dragons.
Yep, they bite. If you put them in there and don't clean it up, they bite them. And right, I did read that when I was doing like his cage is too small. It's a million different things. It's not just the mouth rot, y'all. She is not taking care of the animal the way it should be taken care of, or the dog. I just can't get my hands on the dog. So like, you know. All right, I'm gonna send you a DM when I end. That way I could get it done. And I will turn that over to the authorities that I've been dealing with. Hopefully that gives them a little bit more of a clearer picture so that they understand that this is not the first time. You understand?
Yep, sounds good. So I'm good to drop now?
I appreciate you. You're good. I'm going to end anyway.
Thank you.
I've been live super long. I really don't like to stay live this long. I appreciate y'all. Mr. Nicole is good, but I'm sure that she will just come live and blame everybody else. You know, it's everybody else except the actual issue here. But my offer stands. If you do not mention anybody over here for a solid week, I will give you the money. But I'm not anything, nothing, not a single word. And I bet you can't do it. Yes, I'm going to, I'll get that and then I'll attach it to the new stuff that I'm working on. Right. And I would never, y'all, I'm not dumb. I know better than that. I hope everybody, and I will do that too. If you want to, take the animal to the vet, we could take care of that. But the animal needs to see a vet. And then you, Gabi, need to make a commitment, big word, I know, for you, to take care of it. Because if you don't stay on and treat the issue, it's going to be an issue. All right? Don't be a piece of shit today, y'all. I'm sorry that the witch is back for today because I needed somebody to understand some stuff. I'm not fucking around when it comes to that bearded dragon. I'm not doing it. You could get him the care that he needs and take care of it, or you will be charged for it, okay? Other than that, WTF. No, ma'am. We don't want thieves around here. You stole from people on this app quite enough. All right. My DMs are super bad. I did get through a bunch of them today. So I'm working on it. All right. I will see y'all soon. Don't be a piece of shit today. All right. Remember that. All right. Yeah. Just briefly. Every once in a while, we might have to have some time. Yeah. Go away, WTF. You didn't refund anybody, bitch. All right, y'all. I'll see you soon.